national champion is going to prevail and go back-to-back. Carlin by a car length over Pride Light.
Ash Media's coverage of the Australian Modified Sedan title, proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia. With Todd Doyle, who has the privilege of starting on pole in the national title this year. Todd, going into the first race off a pole, what are the goals? First corner first?
Yeah, win it hopefully. Been having a few injured dramas, so hopefully it's sorted and we can get on and get a good result.
Every heat race is a tough one, but the first one's a bit of a corker to start off with.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully the track's not too wet when we get out there and we can all race properly.
Let's have a good look at it and see how you go.
Yeah, thanks mate.
All about set to go. Pace car exit stage left. And the Australian Modified Sedan title here in Lismore about to get underway for 2016. 12 laps. And we come into the main straight. The green lights come on. And it's Todd Doyle who'll lead them into turn number one. Jacoby on the outside. Going underneath Jacoby, who runs very wide, is Clint Noakes. And also Gray goes through as well. Washing out was the 10 car of Steve Jordan. He goes back to 5th place as they come out of turn 4 the first time. It's Todd Doyle the leader, and it's Steve Jordan who's gone right back through the field to second last. But the race order is Doyle, Noakes, Gray in 3rd place, then Jacoby 4th. Back then to Brett Barron, Russell Harris. Back then behind them Daniel Jordan, Corey Stein, and already out of the race is Steve Downs in car number 6. Todd Doyle leads though, 2 laps down and 10 to go. Noakes, Gray, Jacoby, back to Barron, Russell Harris, then Daniel Druitt. Behind Daniel Druitt is Corey Stein, then back to Steve Jordan and the 66 car of Corey Stein. The yellow lights have come on. We've got a pile up including the leader. Todd Doyle is gone in turn number 4. Up against the fence, come down, and cars have hit him. One of those is Peter Gray. Another one in there. Peter Gray's going infield. Doyle stranded in the middle of the track. Missing the action was the 23 car of Clint Noakes. David Jacoby also having his car looked at on the infield, but a disaster for Todd Doyle, and he will take no further part in heat number 1.
Yeah, the right front is completely missing out of that car, the strut and everything. He's not a happy chappy at the moment, so I'm just going to walk this way with the microphone, which I can understand.
Already plenty of action. We've done 2 laps. Into the main straight, the West Australian, Clint Noakes will lead them away. The green lights come on. Clint Noakes didn't go. Neither did anybody else until they got to the cone. Clint Noakes gets a push out at turn number 2 and he's no longer the leader. He's gone back to 2nd, maybe now to 3rd. Well, as they move out of turn number 4, Clint Noakes goes sideways, and there's cars around in every which way. And the Australian title is turning into a nightmare for quite a few of these drivers. Clint Noakes started this way back here. When the lights went green, he didn't go. I'll also throw the timing monitor at the moment out the window because as they were on lap number 2 is nowhere near what they are now. So Barron is the leader. Russell Harris in 2nd, Dan Druitt in 3rd place. So head out of turn number 2 and down the back straight here at Lismore in heat number 1 of the Australian title. Clint Noakes has passed 1 car, he was the leader. And we've got another leader, Russell Harris takes the lead. Into the main straight, Harris the leader from Druitt. Barron has dropped back to 3rd. 4th place is Stubbs. Stein, Clint Noakes is back there in 6th place or 7th place. Behind also the 10 car of Steve Jordan. As they come up out of turn number 4, this will be 4 down and 8 to go. The race leader, Russell Harris. 2nd place, Daniel Druitt, Brett Barron, Steve Jordan is in a fight there for 5th place. As they move out of turn number 2 and down the back straight once again. Russell Harris leads them at the moment. Harris the leader, there's trouble further back in the field. Another car up against the fence in front of the Northern Star Grandstand, and on come the yellows again. Well, at this rate, we're not going to get very far. So Russell Harris is the leader. And it's Corey Stein. I think you'll find that Steve Downs, green lights are back on. We're back underway. Heat 1 of the Australian title. Russell Harris leads them down into turn 1 past the NBN Grandstand. In second place, it is Daniel Jewett. Barron in third place. So head down the back straight once again. Still single file, booth stage, no change in the order as they come up to complete lap 5. Harris, Jewett, Barron. Fourth place, the 95 of Stubbs. Jordan and Noakes. And back then behind them is Steve Downs. They're the only 7 remaining as we come to the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Russell Harris, the race leader. Second place, the 18 car of Daniel Jewett. Barron back in fourth place. It's that of Steve Stubbs, then back to Jordan and Noakes. So head down the back straight once again. Our race leader is Russell Harris with 5 laps remaining in heat number 1. Last time around was 17.172. In second place, it's the 18 of Daniel Jewett. Then the battle for the minor placings. Steve Jordan gets off the curb. Noakes looks to get underneath. And our fourth place car rushes right up to the fence. That was Steve Stubbs. He goes from 4th to 6th. So our leader has 4 laps to go. Russell Harris out in front. Daniel Jewett in second place. Third place, the 48 car of Barron. Jordan, Noakes, back into Stubbs, and at the tail is Steve Downs. Into the main straight now with 3 laps remaining, and Russell Harris leads this one through. Back in second place, the 18 of Daniel Jewett. Barron third, back in fourth place now is Clint Noakes, has got past the smoking car number 10 of Steve Jordan, and in sixth place we've got the 95 of Steve Stubbs as they come up to let Steve Downs. 2 laps to go here in heat number 1 of the Australian title, which has been going for a quarter of an hour just about. In fact, it has gone for a quarter of an hour to get this one done. Past the Northern Star Grandstand for the second last time. Out comes the white flag downstairs. Russell Harris leads them through. Second place is Daniel Jewett. Back in third place, Brett Barron, then Clint Noakes in fourth. Further back in the field is Steve Jordan. Sixth place will be Stubbs and then Downs. And that is the way they're probably going to finish. Down into the main straight comes our leader. Russell Harris wins heat number 1. Second place, Daniel Jewett. Third place will go to Barron. Trouble here for Noakes. Coming into fourth place is Steve Jordan. Noakes back to 5th. Sixth place will be Stephen Stubbs and then Steve Downs. Corey Stein, Todd Doyle, Peter Gray and David Jacoby didn't finish. No time for the race due to the stoppages. The margin was 2.814 and the fast lap was a 17.172 by Russell Harris, who defeats Daniel Jewett and Brett Barron in heat number 1.
We'll give Russell a time to wind the car down, get everything turned off. Mate, I bet you didn't expect all of that action.
No, not at all. It's a good thing the car was only running on 5 cylinders then, because the track's not real good. Not horsepower.
Yeah, well, it sort of played into your hands. I mean, there was it was mayhem. The heat was almost a title race on its own.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good guys around. It's just good to pick up a heat win off the bat. I'd just like to thank sponsors, SidTech, LWG Excavation, my brother Ryan Harris, and my missus out there. Thank you.
Yeah, mate, you've got plenty of time, and you really need to celebrate a heat win on a track like that.
Oh yeah, I'm just stoked we got that out of the bag. It's all done. It's good, thanks.
All right. Okay, we'll send it back up to you, Jason, but